All right, let's talk about the Warriors that never rebuilt trust after the Green-Poole incident, Steve Kerr says. Handful of reasons why Golden State coach Steve Kerr didn't believe his Warriors were going to win a championship this year. One, they were 11-30 on the road. Yeah, that would be a good reason. The fact that they led the league in pace, but were second to last in transition efficiency was another. Their inability to defend without fouling. That's coaching 7-year-olds. I know about that. I'm like, dog, the ball right there. What you just smack, just hitting them everywhere. That was the Golden State Warriors as well, especially against the Los Angeles Lakers in the conference semifinals. But for Kerr, the biggest reason wasn't none of those things. Lack of trust. He said anytime some trust is lost, then it makes the process much more difficult. And there was some trust loss. That's as blunt as I can be. We have to get back to what has made us really successful, which is a really trusting environment and a group that relies on one another and makes each other better. Sounds like he just took that right off of a locker room in high school, right? Discipline, desire, focus, trust. And all that stuff is true, man. It's so crazy. The simple, boring things, the tried, true things are actually what build things up to be so great. You got to do the little things to do it big, correct? So the moment the Warriors lost trust in each other goes all the way back. We know training camp, Draymond Green. Yeah, Jordan Poole. Some say it was a sucker punch. Some say it wasn't because Jordan Poole walked up on the dude, right? I thought it was a sucker punch because you're still my teammate even if I walk up on you. So Green spent a week away from the team, mutual decision. Then he came back and they said, oh, everything was good opening night, culture, joy, chemistry. That was always a part of the Warriors Dynasty. They said was supposed to be there. Let's be real about this year. It really wasn't there. So there's some more quotes from Steve Kerr talking about there's no hiding from it. The incident with Draymond and Jordan at the beginning of the year played a role in that. It's hard for that not to impact a team. Okay, so they get as far as they can get, but then you get into those critical moments, those moments of adjustments. And we're not just talking X's and O's adjustments. We're talking I's and U's adjustments. You know the difference? All right, so a coach can go up there and draw all he wants. You know, the human chess pieces and put us in perfect position and run the perfect play, right? This is it. We got to go out there and execute it. And more than execute what those X's and O's are saying, those I's and U's, him and I, got to display. We got to display that personal relationship, that trust, that confidence, right? And it's crazy through athletics, you really get to see how somebody is in terms of their personality. I can see it from young kids. I can see the young kid who probably doesn't listen to his mom and dad. Why? Not only does he not listen to me, that's simple. Oh no, he doesn't even want to do what he's supposed to do out there, right? Just get it, bend your knees. Okay, just put your hands up, right? Simple things, and it comes into play. So Steve Kerr is talking about those things as well. Now, this team is split. It's divided. And they call it the 2-timeline plan, where they got their core dudes, the OGs. You got Draymond, Steph, and Clay. And then they're trying to bring along the new school, right? You got Jordan Poole. I mean, they still got Jordan Poole. They put all that money into him. But what's her name? Ice Spice or something? Good Lord. And all what's going on with Jordan Poole, he looked horrible. Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody. You know, you got that gap. You got the young, you got the old. We got to blend this together. We got to forge it together right now to make it happen. But how do you keep it together? One, Draymond got a player option, $27.6 million. Will Draymond get more on the open market? That's always a conversation with Draymond. How valuable is he to the Warriors, and how valuable is he to any other team in the NBA? Most people suggest that if Draymond left the Golden State Warriors, the only time we will hear about him is through his podcast. Like, people are like, dog, he will fall off. And I'm like, come on, man. We know he's valuable there, and he is a perfect fit there. But you don't think he could fit anywhere else? I can't go there. But Steve Kerr is like, look, he ain't going nowhere if I can help it. If Draymond is not back, we're not a championship contender. We know that. He's that important to winning and to who we are. I absolutely want him back. That's not coaches speak. That's a dude who realizes some of our shortcomings occurs when Draymond gets suspended, Draymond gets hurt, Draymond's out the game, etc. So all this sums up to, wow, You look at the Warriors and you're like, damn, they still got squad. Run it back. As long as Steph Curry's playing at that level, you know, that high tide is going to lift all those boats. Except you got to look at that chemistry for real. Is Jordan Poole supposedly blocked him, supposedly doesn't even talk to him that much, Draymond I'm talking about, which explains their road record. At home, you sleep in your home. You know, at home, you do whatever you got to do. Go to practice, go back home. You in your own world, your own island. You go on the road, oh, you forced to be on the bus with the dude. You forced to go to the same hotel the dude. You forced to go to all those meetings that they have. You forced to be around them a lot more while preparing for that game. Home games, you don't. You just show up, shoot around, what's up, dog? Whatever. And then you just go and ball. Road games, when it's doing this, it turns into an 11-30 record. Explains a lot. We'll see what happens with these Warriors. Are they still dynastic, or are they going to lose to the Spurs now because they got Victor?